welcome back to the beloved YouTube channel. Today we have a bunch of boosts on the board, a couple other drives as well, but focus today is going to be boosts. All right, so where I would use a boost and where I would have, somebody I'm working for, whether that be a band or a client, where are they going to use a boost? Are they going to use it at the very end of their changes to give them a lift of everything? Or are we going to go for a dirty channel and just stack and kind of throw it a little bit more over the edge, but without changing the EQ? Create a little bit of a lift in a very specific spot. Like I actually do an EP booster after a compressor all the time. So it kind of squishes it down and then kind of opens it back up. Gives me some of the dynamics back, but still allows me to have the nice compressed tone that I'm going for. So in all that, we're just going to go through a bunch of them. We got a whole bunch on the board. We'll reposition and we'll get after it. All right, I've been working on this riff like all week, kind of trying to get it dialed in, so that's what I'm gonna jam on for at least this section. Because I wrote it originally on acoustic and it sounded really good, and now I'm just like, ooh, what layers do I want to add to it? So in going forward with what I want to do as far as tone, I'm gonna see if one of these boosts grab my ear and be like, ooh, yep, that's gotta add it in. So dual purpose today, me figuring out a tone that's gonna be proper for this riff, and then also for the pedals we got. Right chill, y'all. First up, pick a booster, Seymour Duncan. Now that I got the levels correct, I might not use this, who knows? Okay, so in doing that, the low end is substantially increased. So on a really bright bridge pickup, that would sound fantastic, like a nice nasty P90. This isn't super bright, still somewhat pretty mellow. So maybe it's not the right choice for this. I don't know, I'd switch up guitars, but I know what it does now, so it's fine. It's fine with me. So I can adjust from my phone or the laptop I have running over here. On the UI-24, I can turn on and off the lav, and then I can adjust EQs and gain on the mics, so I don't have to walk back and forth a bunch. I've been walking back for a while, and I'm just like, oh, my phone is fine. I'll just use my phone. So there's a good amount of hum coming, so I'm gonna adjust the gate real fast. Okay, that's much clearer. So a little bit on the mixer and then a little bit on the ISP. A little bit there. And cleaned it right up. So let's go back to muting the lav and I'll dial in the mics. Royer 121, SM57. It is today. Orange 212. That little bit coming through. That's okay. I can deal with that. You should be able to deal with it too. All right, let's get after it. So next up, full tone. Okay, so that is probably the best that I would get at sound, at least with this amp. So now once we go to a clean, it might totally change. But that was definitely usable for me. Still a little dark. So I like the EP booster. It brightens up a little bit. I generally like to go a little bit brighter versus darker. I'm a rhythm guitar player, but I do like to play the pretty, you know, chimey stuff too. So I like to have that clarity there. So it's generally just me jamming. So, all right, let's get after one of the analog man, the Bad Bob. Let's see how bad Bob really is. Is he that bad? Let's see. All right, that gave it kind of that awe sound. Like I'm going for that. That sounds freaking good. That's like getting to the stabby razor thing that I really like from an 800 without making it totally crank over. So I do have, just so you know, the volume levels. So gain is set at 7 and overall volume is set at 7 as well. So we're attenuating this. This is a 20 watt. I have it in the full power mode, just so you have an idea of like how hard I'm really pushing this. Like I'm asking a lot of this amp. I'm asking a lot of this 20 watt amp. If it was 50 watts, it'd be no problem. But let's just get after it. So next up, Analog Man, the Beano Boost. Let's see. All right, hard no on that one. At least for the bridge pickup, it might be okay in the neck. That was just like so piercy, squealy. I had to like, you saw me like reach for the noise gate real fast. That was rough in the room. Oh, that was rough. Okay, next up, Fat Boost. How would I use a Fat Boost? I showed you how the band used the Fat Boost. How do I use the Fat Boost? Let's go. So that right there, just that quick little, quick change. So it's just what I'm looking for. Like that's the amount of change I want. Just a little texture, just to push it to the other side. So once I hit that, like I want to play the riff a little bit faster, which is perfect. So I'm gonna dink through that real fast just for my own amusement, and we'll be back. All right, so we got a Gretsch today. It's nice, single coils. It's super cool. I don't remember what the model is. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. I'll put it somewhere. So next up, we got micro amp. We're gonna play some micro amp. Start with the 12 o'clock. time for some clean stuff. Got the Archon on the clean channel. I'm going to play with a couple of boosts. We're going to start with a pickup booster, kind of see what that does. So real quickly dialing this in, had some reverb I wanted on, maybe a little bit more atmospheric stuff just on the cleaner side. It's hard to play just clean sometimes. So playing with the knobs here in the middle position, I don't know if that's like flat or whatever, that's a pretty cool sound. Kind of opened it back up in the brights. So. So that got like super rich, like that got way rich right in those mids, just boom. Okay, that's closer to the EP boost that I'm used to, so that's pretty cool on the clean side. Didn't like on the dirty, but I like it on the clean side a lot better. Those stacked nicely together. that worked out well. Caught a groove, showed you where you can use different boosts. I was kind of hearing just a slight more stack, so with the bad bob being like super transparent, I wanted to have, you know, the fat boost kick on, give me a little bit more low end. I had a little bit of bass, a little bit of treble rolled off on this, and that sounded awesome. So I could really play with the dynamics of going clean to dirty. It's kind of the second part of the thing I was working on. So as far as the song, I won't let it out what tones. I haven't 100% nailed it down yet, but it'll be a fun journey. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, y'all. Oh, let's do the Beano. Let's do the Beano next. See if it can do it. Okay, once again, no on the Beano. Like, it's just too shrill. Like, there was a neck pickup, and then I went to the bridge and it went so bright. It was insane. No. Treble booster, maybe for lead guitar player. Country stuff, maybe. Oh, not me at all. Nope, pass. Thank you, pass very much. Okay, so next up, boom, fat boost. Fat boost. Okay, that was fun. That was pretty darn fun. So yeah, micro amp next. Final thoughts. So many different boosts out there to choose from. I didn't have time to grab an EP booster, which is my favorite. The closest on the board, fat boost. I got it to sound almost identical to what I always look for in that kind of a boost. A little bit trebly, still a decent amount of low end. Sound fantastic. Ones I will continue to use in the future. The 2B from Full Tone and the Bad Bob. Bad Bob was way cool for especially pushing the dirty. I really like that. But as far as the cleaner stuff, it was okay. It was really volume sensitive, so I could dig in and get a nice little breakup. Same with the fat boost. Fat boost, I just had more control, so I just preferred the fat boost in this case. XR micro amp. Micro amp's too dark for me. It's just too dark for me. I've tried so many times. It's just too dark. I don't know. Maybe an EQ might help that too. Might be a fun, video like EQ with boosts. God, freaking fly. Oh. So hopefully I was able to convey, different instances where you might want to use certain boosts. So some are a little bit brighter, some are a little bit darker, where it might sit in the mix for you and what you might want to use it for. So yeah, thanks for coming along. We'll see you later. Peace. Gross. That's what happens when you're out in the country. Freaking flies, man. There's no way around it. Oh, I looked over and the freaking other camera died. Dang it. I wonder when it went out. In. Piece of shit. Blah, 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 blah.